Well, let's begin here. Convicted murderer and rapist Thabo Bester, along with his girlfriend, Dr. Nandipha Magudumana, and 7 others are facing charges including fraud, obstruction of justice, aiding a convict, a desecration of a corpse, and arson in the Free State High Court. A pre-trial hearing scheduled for today is expected to be postponed due to some defendants changing legal representation. One of the attorneys representing Zanda Moyo, a Zimbabwean national involved in the case, has withdrawn, citing Moyo's inability to afford legal fees. Now, Moyo allegedly lived with Bester and Magudumana. For more on this now, we cross to our reporter, Kamogelo Seekoei. Kamogelo, thank you so much for your time this morning. So just talk to us about what, we can expect to happen today in terms of, the latest developments in this Bester trial.
Well, good morning to you, Unati, and to the viewers. Today, we expect that the pre-trial will be postponed from the information we've received from some of the legal analysts that we have been speaking to regarding this matter. We've already seen some of the accused arriving in court, standing outside, just waiting to be escorted inside. But you remember that Dr. Nandipha Magudumana, as well as Thabo Bester and Zanda Moyo, are actually still in custody, so they will be coming from inside the precinct of the court. But I just want to bring in at this moment legal analyst Thabo Bester just to talk to us about what actually will be the impact of some of the accused not having legal representation as we expect today.
I think we need to start from the essence of the pre-trial. Pre-trial says to us, are we ready to proceed with trial? And remember, in South Africa, we are saying that people must be given a fair trial. This case is very complex. We will need every accused to be legally represented. From where we are sitting, we know for a fact that Mr. Bonolo Tebe, who was representing Mr. Moyo, has since withdrawn because of lack of payment. Now, if one of the accused or some of the accused are not legally represented, then it will mean that the trial is not ready. So they'll have to postpone it on the basis that Mr. Moyo and others who do not have legal representatives should go and source the service of the legal representatives. So the chances are that we might go back today and say that we are not ready for trial, and the matter should be remanded for Mr. Moyo and others to get legal representation.
But in terms of time frame, how long will that take? Remember when we were still in the magistrate's court, the lawyers kept on saying the state is delaying this matter, and now it seems like the matter is going to be delayed. In terms of time frames, how long can it take from the postponement today to another date?
It has to be discussed amongst the legal representatives that are here. If it's only Mr. Moyo that does not have the legal rep, then they'll give him two weeks or a month at most, so that he can go and source legal representation. If he does not have one, then the state will have to offer him a legal rep from Legal Aid South Africa. So 2 weeks minimum, 4 weeks maximum.
Do you anticipate a situation where legal aid will be inundated in this case due to some of the accused not having enough money to pay their lawyers?
We said in the beginning that this is going to be a marathon case. We'll see lawyers coming and going because of lack of funding and other reasons. So it's a probable cause that Legal Aid South Africa will be inundated with requests from the accused. And from where we are sitting, there can be other arrests, there can be more arrests that will propel that legal aid must avail legal representation.
Speaking of more arrests, you might have seen over the weekend that we ran a story about some of the corruption or alleged corruption that is happening inside the G4S prison, where some officials are getting paid by inmates. Obviously, this also linked to the Thabo Bester escape itself. Having seen that and having heard what the inmate that we spoke to exclusively said about what is going on there, do you really think there will be more arrests?
It has been our contention that there has to be more arrests on the basis that when you look at the people that are appearing before court today, it's only junior officials. And with respect, some of them has already been suspended when they were arrested. They were dismissed or suspended. So it tells you that G4S was actually sweeping dust under the carpet. They were actually protecting some of the senior officials of G4S. So our view is that there are senior officials from G4S that played a pivotal role in terms of the Thabo Bester escape. So we are saying, without any contradiction, that there should be more arrests if investigation can be conducted properly. But the investigation that unfolded, it was a wishy-washy process. So that is why we see that only junior officials were arrested. But if they can drill deep, they will find that some of the people that are in charge in G4S has to be arrested, and they'll have to come and stand trial.
Following that expose that we did over the weekend, there has been some suspensions that took place at the prison. Perhaps there will be more arrests based on that. What are your impressions?
No, for sure. There is so much happening in G4S. Remember, it's a private prison, a private facility, correctional facility. So people there are trying to be smart. They are trying to protect their interests, namely that their contract should be renewed. But at the same time, we are saying that there is more that is happening at G4S that needs to be unearthed, that needs to be exposed, so that more arrests can be made and there should be sanity prevailing there.
Thank you so much for your time. That was Thabo Bester, legal analyst who's been commentating for us on the Thabo Bester escape saga. We do expect that around 9:30, all the accused, including Thabo Bester, Dr. Nandipha Magudumana and her father Zolile Sekeleni, will be brought into this courtroom where the pre-trial is supposed to unfold. With that, is back to you, Unati.
Thank you so much for that, of course, Kamogelo Seekoei, giving us their analysis ahead of those court proceedings. Importantly there, the legal experts just giving us the importance of a pre-trial that will determine, of course, the readiness of the actual trial. We will continue to monitor those court proceedings. Understandably there, that pre-trial hearing will likely be postponed today. But let's give you more news now.